All right, hi everybody, it's Nate Sherper from Sherpers here. I want to take you through our Explorer series of tents here that we made with ALPS and talk to you a little bit about the features that we have in them. These we specifically designed with the Boys and Girl Scouts in mind. We had a lot of feedback from the different troop leaders and scouts in our area about some of the things that failed first on tents for them. And as we know, the younger kids and scouts sometimes don't treat their tents all that great, so we wanted to make them as durable as possible. And what we've come to find too is a lot of families, a lot of people who are going out on these and want something to last a long time are actually turning to these as well. And then as well as some of the outfitting groups in the area, we've sold quite a few too. So we've had hundreds of these out the door. We have very, very few of them back. We stand behind them with our lifetime warranty on these that we partner with ALPS. And again, just wanted to talk you through some of the details in here. So as you can see, it's your standard style dome tent. It's got two poles that cross in the center. So it's pretty easy setup. You just have the two poles there. And then you have the full rain fly that goes over the tent. So the full rain fly is nice because you're able to keep yourself 100% waterproof. Another nice thing about this tent is you got two doors, two vestibules. So being able to get in and out, no matter what side of the tent you're sleeping on, you've got a door that you can get in and out. And then on both sides, you've got this whole vestibule. So I'll put out one half of it on this side, but the other one comes out too. That you can stake it out, and again you get full waterproof coverage, but you've also got a spot to put your gear, and it's really nice for the scouts again too, because if you've got a couple people in there, you've got exit on each side, and then you've got a vestibule for hiking boots, your pack, anything else that you don't want to bring in to the tent with you. And then with that too, we've got two windows on both sides. The doors you can zip out. They have a mesh portion as well. And then we've got two vents up on top of the tent too. So even when you've got the full rain fly coverage, in the summer months, especially here in Wisconsin, you can get pretty humid. You've got some nice ventilation there. So all of those are pretty standard features on a dome tent that is this double vestibule, double door. So those were things that we know the scouts wanted, but then we got into the things that really mattered in terms of durability and then keeping you comfortable outside. So the first thing that we did was on the rain fly. We did a 3,000 millimeter waterproofing on that. And what that 3,000 millimeter means is basically you could stack up 3,000 millimeters of water before it would permeate the rain fly. That's going to be a similar waterproofing that you see on four-season tents. So on four-season tents, the reason that there's more waterproofing is you have more weight with the snow on top, and that could actually drive some of that moisture through. So we don't rate it as a four-season tent, but it does have the similar waterproofing to what a four-season tent would be. Then on the poles, the two main poles you'll see on a tent would be fiberglass or aluminum. We went with aluminum for these tents, so not only is aluminum going to be lighter than the fiberglass, but it's also going to be much more durable. So again, if it's going to be out in wind, rain, that's going to be a lot more durable. I've actually taken it out on the middle of a sandbar in a river in 40 to 50 mile an hour wind gusts, and had the poles bend just a little bit, but didn't break. So definitely from even just my use, it holds up really well. And again, from kind of scouts running in and out or family running in and out, poles are something that will be one of the first things on a tent to break. So we wanted to go with something that was really durable on these. So that's going to be one of the higher end poles that you'll see in tents. And then the other two areas outside of the pole that we had scouts tell us that would fail the most were going to be the zippers and the floor. So on the zippers, we use a big chunky number 10 zipper. It's one of the largest zippers that you'll see on like tents or packs. It ends up being more expensive to produce, so a lot of people will skimp on that when they're making a tent because it's something that a lot of people don't think about when they're buying a tent, but we wanted to make sure we had the most durable zipper there. So we've got the number 10 zipper in. So again, if you're just zipping in and out, going really quick, like that's something that's going to hold up. It doesn't snag very easily, and again, you're going to get a really long life out of that. And again, one of the more difficult things or expensive things to replace on a tent because you're talking about sewing and doing a bunch of stuff with the tent. So we wanted that to last a very long time. And then the other area that we had was the floor. So this is going to be a bathtub floor. So as you can see, there's no seam right here. The seam happens up here. That's another area that sometimes people will skimp out on. If the seam is here, it's more likely that you could have moisture seep into the tent and have a failure there. So you want it up above the ground where you would have moisture, so we did that. And then we also, the whole tent is going to be polyester, but for the floor, we went to a polyester or Oxford, and basically what that is a fabric that's about 2.5 times thicker than a normal polyester would be. So not only are you going to get good waterproofness on the floor, but it's going to be really durable. So for scouts in and out, again, that was one of the things that they were getting rips and tears in very frequently. So we wanted to beef that up. And that's a very, very durable thing that we've had on the tent that we've had really good luck with. Again, even for families with little kids, I've got a little dog that's got sharp nails that she'll come camping with me in and out, and I have no problem with worrying about any rips or tears in that. So with this, again, we've got our lifetime warranty behind it. We carry the different pieces and parts. I've had a couple people that kids were playing swords with poles and stuff like that, where the poles broke, and we've had to swap out a few pieces there. But in terms of it holding up, we've had really great luck. So again, we've sold hundreds of these. We've had it in our line for about 7 years now, and had really good luck. So again, whether you're a scouter, whether you've got a family who might be a little bit rough on it, whether you're an outfitter and going to be using these for rentals, or somebody that just wants to buy one tent and not replace it every year, every couple of years, it's going to be a great tent for you. We make it in 2 different sizes. So this is the 4-person right here that you see on the floor. Sleeps, depending on how you're camping, sleeps 2 very, very comfortably, but you can put 4 in it, no problem. And then we've also got the 6-person, which we've actually got in our store hanging right above. So for this one, you can put 4 very comfortably, but it's rated to 6 people. The nice thing about this tent and why it's really popular with a lot of our customers is it's actually got 6-foot height. So on a lot of 6-person tents, especially dome tents, you don't see it go all the way up to 6 feet. A lot of times it'll only go up to 5 feet. But having that 6 feet gives you a lot of extra room inside the tent. And then especially for somebody who's around 6 feet and a standard adult, you're going to have an easy time standing up in the middle and changing. So especially for a lot of our scout leaders, a lot of our outfitters, where they're going to put a couple adults in that, that's been really good. So all the same exact features, just gonna be a little bit wider, a little bit longer, and a little bit taller to rate it as that 6-person. And that's our Sherper's Explorer Series tents.